A lot of you have asked me, what do I stand for? Why do I focus on relationships and creating attraction so heavily? And I want to tell you that the reason that I focus so heavily on those things is because I want you to create a long-term and lasting relationship, hopefully eventually resulting in a marriage if you so choose. In this episode, I want to show you how you can use the 3 steps of attraction to create unstoppable attraction, resulting in long-lasting relationships that might even lead to a marriage. Lots of men believe that the secret to a long-term relationship is, shall we just say, one-on-one time in the bedroom. And while I can tell you that that is important, it is about 13% of most of what really constitutes a relationship that lasts any length of time. You see, we as men focus on the physical, and that's why we tend to think that that one-on-one time is the biggest part of a relationship. But women don't think the way as men do. Is anybody surprised? Okay, just checking. Women are emotional creatures, and so they aren't focused on the physical side of the relationship. They're focused on the emotional side. So if you want a real lasting relationship, you're going to need things like connection, communication, emotional bonding, to a certain extent like-mindedness. You're going to have to find traits in both of you that complement each other. So as you can see, the one-on-one bedroom experience is actually not the biggest thing you should be focusing on if you want something serious. So what should you focus on if you want to create a long-term relationship? Well, let's start with psychology. First, you need to understand that a woman's mind does not think the same way as a man's mind. And I don't think this comes as a shock to you. What may come as a shock to you is what you might logically think will attract a woman will actually repel her. Such things as buying gifts and dinners. That will actually work against you. The instincts of attraction are seated at a very deep portion of the human brain. Such things as teasing, busting your balls, and even being a little offstandish will actually work better to create attraction. So what about confidence? A woman will never pursue somebody who is not confident in themselves and their ability to create attraction. If you approach a woman and you start to talk to her, but you're tripping all over your tongue, I'm sorry, it's just not going to work. You need to have the confidence to approach her and have a stable conversation with her. You also need to be confident that you can, in fact, create attraction with her. And finally, technique. It goes without saying that it's nice to know what you're doing when trying to create attraction with a woman, to have kind of your own if-then approach. Can you read her nonverbal cues and her body language? Can you interpret the signals that she's sending you that indicate if she's attracted to you? For example, is she craning her neck? Are her feet facing towards you? Is she making eye contact with you? And then knowing from there what your next step is to keep the attraction building. Creating attraction goes much further than the bedroom, and if you want a long-term relationship, it most certainly goes further. In order to feel attraction, women's minds need to be stimulated mentally, emotionally, and physically. Knowing how a woman thinks naturally is crucial to you being able to connect with her on a psychological level, and thus a mental level of attraction. Knowing how to be confident around a woman and how to maintain your masculine composure sets off her mental attraction. And finally, knowing how to use technique and knowing what to say and how to interpret her body language and nonverbal cues creates the physical attraction. If you can hit all 3 critical steps to creating attraction with women, then you can create a long-term relationship that could potentially lead to marriage. And this is because what you built the attraction on is much deeper and far more connected than most guys she has ever met. If you want to learn more about how to create this kind of unstoppable attraction using my 3-step process of psychology, confidence, and technique, then head on over to the free Facebook group where I am constantly posting new content and creating a community of like-minded people just like you who want to have incredible success with women. I have included the link in the description below. I'll see you there. And that's the tip for this week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, share with your friends, leave a comment, and as always, get out there and ace it.